What's going on, guys? This is Alex over here at My Freedom Smokes, and today we're going to be talking about the limited edition Blood Red Lavabox. Now, this thing has been highly regarded by so many people here in the shop. As soon as they saw that I had it, everyone wanted it, and for good reason. This has the Evolv DNA200 chip in it, and it is probably some of the most true watts you're ever going to get in a box. Number one, the feel is really nice. The one downside for me is it is a little large. To me, it's a bit thick. The height isn't the issue, and the buttons feel nice. It's just a little wide for my taste, but again, that's just me. There are many people that do not have an issue with that. I prefer something a little smaller. I'm still using my mini Volt. So switching from the mini Volt over to this, it was kind of a little bit of a weird transition, but after working with it, I really do like it. As I mentioned earlier, this does go all the way up to 200 watts. You have your plus and minus buttons right here on the bottom, and this is, of course, temp control. And the coolest thing about the temp control is you set your temp at the highest temp that you want, and it's never going to exceed that. It's going to read your coils and give you the maximum amount of vapor and taste for your coil. So that's really going to be the best thing about it. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop on Clearomizer real quick. And seeing it's going to ask you if it's a new coil or an old coil. This is an old one, so I'm going to hit no. And now it's got my settings already preloaded. I've got this running at 50 watts right now. It's just a standard coil. It is a 0.3, so let's give her a try. Not too warm, but full of flavor. And like I said, that's just at 50 watts. One thing you are going to notice, because you are getting true wattage output with these devices, that if you compare it to something like your iStick or a Sigeli, you are going to actually notice a little bit of a performance difference. We did a blind test with someone that does vape, but not a whole lot. And we had them try it on an iStick and then the exact same settings on this device. And even they agreed that this gives a much smoother hit compared to the other devices out there. Now, some of you may be saying, you know, well, that doesn't really make sense. Your main flavor and everything is going to be coming from your tank. Well, yes and no. Yes, you are going to be getting your flavor from your tank, and also the ohm coil that's in here is also going to be playing a big part of it. But the second part of it is determining how well your device reads the coil that's inside your tank. Now, this one has a refresh rate. I do not have the number right in front of me, but it is constantly refreshing and double checking on your coil to make sure it doesn't go above what you wanted it to in the first place. It comes preset at 450 degrees. I leave it there because I find that that honestly gets the best vape for me out of a lot of different liquids. You might find one that works a little differently for you, and it's very easy to change the settings. Inside the box, speaking of settings, there are a ton of customization that you can do for this device. And inside here, it's going to explain it to you. Probably the coolest thing is, since this screen has a nice, good readout, you can actually customize these screens. It's very simple. I believe there is some instructions in the back of your instruction manual, but if not, you can find them online. David has a RX200, which he has modified, and it's the same technology in this, and he has different screens for everything. You can change your lock screen, your power on screen, your turn off screen. Even if you've got a wrong atomizer, you can set your own message or your own picture. It just takes a little bit of know-how to do it. Sadly, we will not be able to advise you on how to do that, but there are plenty of websites online that will take you through step by step. So we advise you taking a look at that. But again, if that's really not your thing, you don't care about it, this mod alone is worth the price of admission. All the different customization you can do, just look at that as the cherry on top, because this mod is well worth the money. Well, This has been Alex over here at My Freedom Smokes talking about the Lavabox limited edition Blood Red. And if you have any other questions about it, feel free to leave a comment below. And make sure to follow us on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages. We're always trying to connect with our customers and chat with them, and who knows, you might even stumble across a giveaway or two. So until next time, thank you for vaping.